Buongiorno, very rustic here. Well, we're back. And where are we? In a place called Celenza Sul Trigno. Now, I've been here years and years and years ago. It's a wonderful place, as you can see, with some great views. But we mainly did the old medieval part. But there is another part to Celenza, slightly younger and more open, and probably more accessible. So it's that place, or that part of Celenza, that we'll be looking at today. Sorry if the wind blows over the microphone, but nothing much I can do about that. It's a lovely day, nice and warm, but it's a bit windy. There's a shop there right in front of us. That there's a B&B. I know that they do have markets here. There's plenty of bars, shops, a restaurant. There's absolutely everything you need. As well as I've already mentioned, there are flowers, which are really nice. And the great views, and plenty of properties for sale. Certainly if you're thinking about investing, come to Celenza Sul Trigno. This is the main road that leads up to the top of the kind of hill that it's based on, and that's where the medieval centre is. But along here it's really nicely kept with all the trees, and there's some nice houses here as well, several of which are for sale. Let's go and have a look at one. I don't know who it's for sale with or what the price is, or nothing about it at all, but just to give you an example of what's around here. That one at the end there, you can see it's Vendici, it's for sale. No number or anything to contact, but something like that would be great, because on the back side, it's probably getting a bit of the wind now, wind noise on the back side, you've got your open views, and those views are excellent. Just go across here and have a look. Another nice garden. A rose is out, very nice. Yeah, views to die for. It can certainly keep me happy on the terrace, looking out over those, that's for sure. And still, this is probably the best side if you want those views. You've got plenty of houses with terraces and balconies, nicely kept, not too steep. I know the camera usually flattens things out, but it's not too bad. And if you want something with a bit more character, then you've got your stone properties as well. Of course they'll all be stone, but some of the older ones won't have been rendered like this yellow one has. Yeah, it's been a while, several months probably, since we last did a video. I've been busy, trips to the UK and visitors coming over here, and the weather turned absolutely rubbish. Anybody living in Italy would certainly be aware of all the heavy rain and the storms and the floods. It was terrible. But sun's out now, things looking good. I like the table and the chairs there, well, the benches. It's rather nice. Plenty of character. Plenty of shade from the summer sun and plenty of activity. Although not at the minute because it's dinner time. And of course it's Monday, so people are at work. I shall put a map up as to where we are, so it gives you an idea of where we are in Abruzzo. This is one of the bars, there's plenty of them, halfway up this main road. I don't know what day the market is on. Maybe somebody could drop me a comment. Everybody could then come and see the market. It's probably quite busy. A lot of the houses here have been very nicely renovated. Some pleasant colours. But there's one or two, like this one in front, that maybe haven't. So if you fancy your old project. I love the stonework above the door. That's really nice. Goodness knows how much that would take. New windows. I don't think it's that big. But you know, when you look at this one here, that has been renovated. New window, balcony there, stonework rendered. It shows you what you can do from that to that. Amazing. Got number 78 here for sale. Bendici. I have no idea who that is, but if you fancy giving them a call, I'm sure they'll pick the phone up. It's not too tall. No balconies. I don't know what it's got on the back. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Another nicely restored property. So the scope, there's certainly scope for investing, holiday home, permanent home. This one right in front of me here, this is on with an estate agent. I do know. That one there, right in the middle, that one. It's got a big balcony on top, smaller one to one side, and a garage underneath. You have to look up to see who it's for sale with, but rather nice. Nice little area here as well, courtyard and properties that seem to be occupied. Perhaps that one in the corner isn't. But again, decent access. You could probably get your car down here, get shopping out, which makes a big difference. Rather nice. I do like it in Celenza. It's a nice balance of old and newer. Some life and markets, 2 or 3 bars, restaurant, everything you need really. Very pleasant place to spend your summer months. Even though this is the newer part of Celenza. I say newer part, it's still very old. But it still has all these little nooks and crannies that you can enjoy exploring and finding goodness knows what. Oh, break your neck on the stairs. I think that balcony needs a little bit of work. Look at this lovely stonework there. Yeah. I got down to the road with the views. It's like somebody's doing some work on that one. Very nice. As you can see, that's the Bendici sign. Goodness only knows what it says. But, let's have a look through the window. You probably can't see anything, but you never know. Yeah. You can see old brass pans up there and everything. Amazing. That's the local bank, so you've got a bank if you need it. And that's the post office. And today they are filling the cracks on the front of the post office. Might be giving it a coat of paint as well, but at least you know you've got a post office and a bank. And a very, very yellow house. Wow. I guess this is in the centre of town really. It looks like some kind of war memorial with a bomb there and the shells. Somebody sitting, contemplating. In it is a turtle. I dare say putting your fingers in there wouldn't really be a good idea. You'd probably get them chopped off. But there he is. He spotted me. Maybe some people feed them. Coming to the surface. Needs to be happy enough. Where wouldn't it be? Got the place to himself. Which brings me on to another thing. That's that bar there. The bar ran at. Now, I know a family called the Ranats, and they most certainly ain't from Celenza or indeed Italy. So if you know if that's just a local name or maybe a family name, my friends the Ranats will be very pleased to find out. So drop a comment, hopefully, and we'll pass that information on. We've got here now to what is the medieval part. As you can see, that twists away. Just have a quick look. We've got a church here to the right. It becomes much more enclosed and in fact, I suppose you could say atmospheric. Got the local church here. Let's go in and have a look. You never know what we will see. Bring the video to an end in a couple of minutes because we've done the medieval part before. If anybody wants me to do it again, because it was several years ago and I have a better camera now, then drop me a note and we'll see what we can do. Again, a lovely little courtyard, isn't it? All private, out the wind. Very nice. You probably remember this is where we started the last time. As you can see, hugely different from where we've just been, which is down there. Up in the old medieval quarter, it's very tight, very atmospheric. I do like it here. Oh, we got some photographs. Look. Do you recognise anybody on there? Maybe. Yeah, a very different feel, different atmosphere, different properties. So in Celenza, if you want an old property in the medieval centre, there are plenty here. I do know that. If you want somewhere newer, then there are plenty here. I know that as well. We certainly haven't been around the whole town because it would take too long. It's just a flavour of what the place is like. Well, here we are. That's the end of the Celenza Sul Trigno update of the newer part, the more recent part of this very old town. Beautiful place, beautiful. You come here, explore, and just relax. There's plenty of bars and couple of restaurants, and plenty of places like where I am sat now that are comfortable just to pass a bit of time of the day, you know. And actually, I think it was about 7 years ago when I started this channel. The very first video I did was from here, just the medieval part behind me, but it was from here, and I sat on this exact same bench. So I guess it brings things back in full circle. So please feel free to share this video as many times as you can to all your friends and people who might be thinking about buying a house here in Italy, or just coming and touring and enjoying the scenery and the beautiful, beautiful towns. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment or a like down in the box below. So until next time, and it won't be very long, and our next visit somewhere very exciting indeed, somewhere we only spent a short amount of time there before we were rained off. So I think it's time we went back. So until next time, this is Varios Stick saying ciao ciao for now.